Well, even though I saw no movement, it decided to spur out some growth. So it's still alive, thank goodness. Looks like just the long branches died. I guess it did get too cold out there in the trailer. Or whatever happened, I don't know. So I want to repot this today. So we'll be repotting this. I'm just setting up all my stuff over here. And yeah, then we'll get going. Get it while we're still in the window. There's some nice growth, and I'll be able to see if this is attached to the tree or if it's got its own roots. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah. I'll get set up and we'll start that. So when I was getting my soil ready, I noticed these little seedlings. I don't know what they are. The first one I found I thought was the only one, and I put it in here. A little hard to see, but looks like it's got little needles rather than leaves. So I guess we'll see what they are. One of them had a seed on it. Right here. I don't know if that says much. Just growing in my potting soil, and this stuff, I've been wetting it, but it was dry as a bone. I don't know how they even started in there. And in here I noticed there's also a little seedling growing. I'm not sure what that is. That's a big seed. Oops. Not helping with the blurriness. It obviously had a wing. Let me see if I can get a better angle on it. There you go. But it's huge. Like the seed is big. I'm not sure if it came from the spruce that are behind the house or if it came from something else. I can't tell. The spruce seeds I got before were not that big, so we'll see. I'll transplant this guy and see if it survives. So yeah, we're ready to repot. Okay, I'm not really sure how good the lighting is for you guys. It's about the only angle I could really get. I'm missing a pot for this little seedling. I wonder if I have something close by here. Okay, we'll put in this little bird pot. You know, you can't see around the other pot. I'm just filling up. Here's some more of them. There's more of those little seedlings in there. This one's busted. Huh. I don't know how they lived in there. That soil is literally bone dry down there. And the dehumidifier is going. That's weird. I figured there'd be more in there. I don't know how many seeds ended up in there, or how they got in there. Because this was in my potted soil. I have no idea what they are. We'll see when they grow out, I guess. If they're weeds, well, they'll go in the compost. Look at that, there's more of them. Huh. This one is fairly large. Wow. So this one's busted, so no point in trying to have it live. They do have needles. This one looks like it's folded. I don't know if it'll live. Very strange. This one too's got a weird fold in it. Odd. Put them on. Yes, I have a cold. Put them on here. Can you guys see that? Oh yeah. And we'll wet them up. So any more, we'll put them on there, and then we'll put them up later, and we can see what they are. You guys can see everything pretty close, eh? Dead center in there. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this is. I think it's one of those red willows. I already have a lot of them, but came out with all its roots. Doesn't take much for them. Okay, a little seedling first. Oh, it's long and lanky. Looks like it grew on top of the soil and way across. There we go. Oops. Focus. So I'll just plant the whole thing down as is. I didn't seem to disturb any of the roots. And then I'll have to add some soil on the top. You guys can see that? Yeah. There. Hopefully it'll be a little happier. I'll have to get the seed cover off of there. It's about the only way we could fit it in this pot here with its roots intact. And I'll wait for that to soften up, and then I'll take the seed coat off. It's a spruce or a pine, I don't know what it is. Out of room on this table. Here, my int can hold it. Alright. Now there's this little twig here that obviously didn't root. There's my trash bag in here. Oops, I scared the rabbit. There's a lot of surface roots. Just taking the debris off here so we have a little less of a mess. Okay. Now this is still potted from the nursery. I did not repot it when I got it because it was flowering and out. Oh, comes out pretty easily. not even close to root bound. Man, there's, I don't know what those are. Must be weeds. Sneaky little things. That's what they are. Okay. So it's not anywhere near as root bound as I thought it would be. See, these aren't even roots. These are that beneficial bacteria everybody talks about, and the stuff from the pine bark. That's what that is. I'll see if I can give you a close-up of that. Oops. This here. That's the beneficial bacteria, or the rhizome. This is what people talk about when they talk about that other bacteria. So it's not the roots of the plant. It's actually a rhizome. Oops. Not even in frame. It's pretty neat, eh? This grows like a... See if I can get you out again. That should be enough. We're going to look at the roots. Okay. Yeah, there's little weeds growing all over the place. I'm going to try and eliminate all that. So this is a pretty dense soil. It's like just compost. And then these really cool, interesting surface roots that I'll probably have to cut them all off. Yeah, this is pretty wet. I've been watering it like crazy to try and stimulate it like springtime. I'm glad it leafed out. I was really worried about it. It says it can take our climate, but I don't know. Everything's so different when it's potted. But when we had that major cold spell there, I thought it best bring it in. I don't even know what kind of bark that is. Must be pine. It's got that white stuff all over it. It looks more like chips, pine chips. Yeah, this is definitely nowhere near as root bound as I thought it would be. I thought it was root bound because of all these surface roots, but doesn't look like it is at all. Could have probably stayed in that pot, but I'd like to put it in a good soil and get the roots started on its journey. Oops. Try not to get the kitchen table plastered. Alright, some of the roots are going all the way around, but we'll see if I can save some of them. I was definitely watering this very well. The other plants dry out so fast because they're in, oops, they're in my soil mix, and this looks like just straight black compost. Don't mind the kids down there. They tend to be loud, like kids tend to be. Can even hear the boys yelling outside. Yeah, this is definitely an odd compost mix. Looks like a straight compost. I'm assuming that these are cuttings. I don't think they would have been grown by seed. Okay, I'm going to have to find something to do with this soil. Okay. Ouch. We now have room to work. Oops. Tangled in the int. Yeah, even the bottom's not terribly covered with roots. Maybe it doesn't like this media. Maybe that's why it didn't flush out too good, but it was flowering when I bought it, so that's why I got this one. It was the only one there that was flowering. Oh boy, this stuff is thick. It's like hard-packed mud. Trying not to break any of the buds or anything. I'd love to have it bloom again this year. The bloom off this one, nice smelling bloom. It's a blue flower. It's a blue moon wisteria, and the flower literally smelled up the whole yard. It was really nice. Oh boy. I still can't tell if it's one plant or two plants, but oh, there's some really big roots in here too. Look, this one feels pretty soggy. I don't know if it's alive or not. I can't tell, but it's pretty soggy. So here where I am, we have a long weekend this weekend. That's why I'm off. I was off today. It's Friday. It's a family day weekend, I guess. Everybody needed a long weekend in every month, so where there was no long weekend, they made one up. So So I don't work now until Tuesday at noon, which will be nice because I can catch up on the laundry and do some of this work. There's some thick roots under here, like not thick in size-wise, I mean like lots of feeder roots close together. This root mass is definitely not what I expected. But I'm new to Wisteria too, so I don't really know what to expect to begin with. And I guess bonsai is like the X-Files. You have to learn to expect the unexpected. Like the cat that sneaks up on your foot. Wow. Oopsie. Curious cat. I guess his claws could make some pretty good root breaks. Yeah, there's a bunch of roots in here that feel like they're dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my mess here. And then I'm going to rinse off these roots and we'll come back when I've got them all cleaned up.